Hi, this is Fontán from the Spanish black metal band Dantalion. You are listening to The Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International, and I'd like to congratulate Metal Messiah Radio with his 13th anniversary.
Fontán, thank you very much for taking time out for this interview, and I'd like to welcome you to the Metal Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Hi, Jacob, and all the listeners. Thank you for bringing us to this interview.
It's a great pleasure to have you here. To start this interview, Fontán, the band's brand new masterpiece was just released July 31st, 2021. I'd like to congratulate you and the band for this new release under the name Time to Pass Away. How are the emotions for this new release? And were you able to accomplish all the plans you had in mind? Because the pandemic has been so devastated, has destroyed so many things, so many plans for everybody.
We are really proud about the response of the media. We are getting a lot of positive reviews. Well, the COVID is slowed us a little bit down. We have already the album composed almost a year ago, and we couldn't get into the studio until September to start to recording the drums. We finished the vocals in March, but the COVID did not cause great problems for us.
The band Dantalion was formed back in 2004 from the ashes of the Galician Black Metal band Mydgard, with the main purpose of developing their style in both a more aggressive and melancholic way. Even though Fontán, you was not with the band at the time, how was the band formed and who were the band's first members?
Yes, I know in the band in that time, but I know these guys and I see the band in life when I was younger. Yes, the band was formed in 2004 by Nedja and Emos, that is now the guitar and the drummer. In that band, both are the guitars from Mydgard, and they decided to leave the band and create something different. Emos went to the drums and incorporated Seukran, also from Mydgard, on vocals. Maestas on bass, who was a friend of the band and still is. With that training, they got to the first contract with Get Folget from Germany and recorded the first album called When the Ravens Fly Over Me.
Yeah, talking about albums, they have released this one, When the Ravens Fly Over Me. That was back in 2006, followed by 2007, Call of Broken Souls. In 2010, All Roads Leads to That. In 2012, Return to Deep Lethargy. After different lineup changes, in 2014, the band went over into a death doom metal style and released When Fear Is Born. And you, Fontán, had joined the band in 2016. The album And All Will Be Ashes was released and followed 2 years later in 2018, already with a style halfway between the last two albums and the roots of the band. They released the seventh Wandering Souls. How did you get in contact with the band? And could you please present us the band current lineup, please?
Oh, yes. I contacted the band because David, the bassist, left the band because to focus in his main band where he played the guitar, and told me that Dantalion were looking for a bass player, and I knew all the guys. At that time, I have a grindcore band where I play the guitar and were in standby. So I contact them and already learn 2 songs, go to play with them in the local. I like, and here we are. I'm still with the band. Now it's Nemos on drums, Nedja on the guitar, Sanguinis on the vocals, Borg on the lead guitar, and me on the bass.
What was the main reason the band switched from black metal to death doom? And what can you tell us about those 3 albums that we have seen the band drifted into the death doom metal direction?
When I joined the band, the style was focused on death dooms. After recording Return to a Deep Lethargy, Sanguinis, the singer, they have at time left the band, and shortly after, Thorgrim, the bassist, did the same, leaving only Nedja and Emos. They were in a complicated moment, personal things, and about with health training. They considered several options, such as continuing the 2 alone, remaking the band with another name. They finally decided to move towards doom, which is a style that has always been present in the band, but oriented more towards death. It was like a new beginning. They did Where Fear is Born with Diego on vocals, Andres on the guitar, and David on bass. And this is the reason, because in that moment, all in that band were focusing in My Dying Bride, October Tide, and all Catatonia, the new, and all in that style.
Okay, in 2020, the band focuses on composing a new work, once again unearthed from the ashes that the pressing black metal from the cold lengths of their Galicia that they abandoned on their album Return to the Deep, Lethargy. They have taken up what is their style and what they are best handling, black metal. Sanguinis returns to the band on vocals, and together you guys have recorded Time to Pass Away, which is possibly your most complete work to date, Fontán. What were the main reason for bringing Sanguinis back on board and the direction to have switched back to black metal?
After recording the Seven Wandering Souls, we were clear that we had to return to the roots of the band. I think we missed playing more extreme music, and we start to compose. This is what we do the best. All the songs comes very naturally, and we were very comfortable. Between complications from COVID, the lack of time, Diego decided to leave the band, and there's no need to sing about it. We decided to call Sanguinis to record the album. He came to some rehearsals. He had composed, which was 90%, and was involved in the process, which he stayed in the band. And yes, we think that we are our best album.
Okay, depression, despair, loneliness. This is what Dantalion's new album, Time to Pass Away, sounds like. The album was released on July 31st, 2021 through Darkwoods. After having working with different labels throughout the years, how did you wind up with Darkwoods, and how are the support from their side toward the brand new release?
Yes, the truth is that he have worked with several labels over the years. Some worked really well, and others it was almost impossible to keep in touch with them. When you have to record an album, you need that the label stay in contact with and to talk about all the things, the release, the mastering, the artwork, and it was impossible to many of them. With Darkwoods, it happened that we talked. He saw with a lot of interest in the band, and the communication was really fluid. He made us an offer that seems got to us, and we decided to work with them. And that is the second album that was all perfect.
I mean, the album was released just a couple days ago, July 31st. Do you get a lot of support from Dogwoods in promoting this album worldwide and trying to do whatever they can?
Yes, all promotional stuff, interviews was made for Nemos. The drummer is that they have all the contacts with Nemos and the Darkwoods. They completed all the mails and all that stuff, and we worked together to make all the possible to spread the album, and it was very fun. We received, I think, 13 interviews and a lot of reviews from the album that I think that works very well.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us, Fontán, for fans that has not heard the new album as yet, what can they expect?
From this new album, people can expect a black metal work without limitations, dark, dust, fast, dark. They wrote in a very natural way, and we are convinced that it's our best album. You never know if the people likes or not, but for us, it's perfect. They have obscurity, blast beats, melancholic, perfect. I think people that listen the days ago on the black metal promotions channel on YouTube was very great. People like, and we are very proud about.
Talking about the album, the band has released 2 singles, Time to Close the Circle and Gate to Eternal Doom. Release as promotional tracks. What can you tell us about these 2 singles?
Okay, for the 2 singles, we choose items that represent the overall content of the album. We decided to offer something more than just uploading a few simple previews, and we made a video for each one, produced by Sanguinis, the singer. I think that for me it's not the best songs, but it's a good resume for all the album.
Okay, this album has 3 editions: standard edition, special limited edition, and the most limited collector's edition. If you don't mind, Fontán, brief us a little bit on these different editions the album has been made available.
The collector's edition is sold out. They didn't arrive to us, but I think that the next week they comes. But as I know, the special edition, Die Hard edition, limited to only 50 hand-numbered copies, comes packages in a luxury 4-panel oversized digifile, presses on exclusive glossy lamination paper that also includes extended artwork from the standard edition, amazing 12-page booklet, free album digital download card, and the CD edition is strictly limited to 200 copies, including the 12 booklet, the most original CD.
Okay, but I don't see anywhere that you guys have or will release this album on vinyl.
At the moment, no, we are thinking about it because people are asking a lot of. Maybe in the next month we're asking to release them, but it's in process.
I'm sorry, but this is something that you guys are dealing with Darkwoods self?
Yes, we are waiting to see how the album works. Too many people are asking for in vinyl, and we are talking about to release that.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that seeing the reaction from the people towards this great new release, I mean, after it has been released a couple days ago, and the great support that you guys are getting so far, I believe that, yes, it will be possible that you guys will have this also on vinyl.
Yes, all the people in the band, I think that we will release it in vinyl.
Okay, I hope, you guys will be able to do so. Let's cross the figure. Okay, going further, I really adore this cover artwork. Fontán, please tell us, how did you found this cover artwork, or who created this for the band?
The cover is by Belgorod, a Russian artist. We found his blog, several drawings that we like, and before Nedja, the other guitar, contacted him to ask for one of them for Lowmist, his solo project. We finally decided to ask him for this one, for Dantalion. She totally represents the lyric and the music option of the album. We mailed it, they gave us that permission to use it, and I'm fine. I think that represents all the lyrics and creates that atmosphere, dark, and fits perfectly with the album.
Time to Pass Away was recorded, mixed and mastered at B2V Studios by Bryce Pereiro, produced by Bryce Pereiro and Dantalion. How was the process been for recording, mixing, and mastering, and how was your experience been with Bryce Pereiro?
Okay, first of all, Bryce is Nedja. Is our guitarist. He's the owner of B2B Studios. We always record in this studio, nobody better than a member of the band to capture the sound we want. Also, he is an engineer, maybe one of the best in this country, so there is no doubt about it. Regarding the recordings, very comfortable in the studio and the last floor of his house, and we have no time limitations. It's perfect for us.
Okay, that's great to hear. The Galician Black Metal pioneers Dantalion are back with Time to Pass Away, their 8th full-length studio album, and probably their best work in years. 8 intense track, that means an unquestionably comeback to their primitive black metal sound, rough, powerful, and really, really strong. What are the shows the band have scheduled for 2021 or 2022? What can the fans expect at this show? Fontán.
It's really a complicated question because now with the COVID, make gigs is almost impossible. And we don't want to do a gig with the people in chairs. We want to have the people near to the stage and with us. Well, the band was never do a lot of gigs, maybe 1, 2, or 3 in 4 album. We always do one in our city, in Vigo, and later if someone's called to play, we go. Now we don't have gigs planned. We will see because now the COVID is still fucking up all, and we will see. We expect to do a gig maybe in January, maybe one festival, but this is a surprise.
Okay, but who's handling your bookings? Does the label handle it or you do it yourself?
No, we do ours yourselves. We manage all the gigs and all that stuff by ourselves.
Any shows in Spain itself that you guys might attend instead of outside Spain?
Maybe one, but this is still in the air. Maybe for 2022, but it's all in the air. With the COVID, we never know.
Okay, let's hope. Let's cross the finger that you guys will be doing live shows and that, the shows start back. I mean, in a couple places in Switzerland, in Czech Republic, and a couple other places, they already start the shows last week. So let's hope for end of the year and 2022, everything is back to normal in Spain and everywhere in the world.
Yeah, we hope, because I work tour manager in Spain with many European bands, and we hope to all the gigs and all that stuff comes to normality again.
Okay, Fontán, to end this great interview, the microphone of Metal Messiah Radio is all yours to thank whomever you want to thank.
First of all, we thank you to bring us the opportunity to do that interview. Congratulations for this 13th anniversary. Thank you very much, and all the listeners. I hope you like the album, and thanks again.
Okay, Fontán, once again, I want to thank you very, very much. It's been a great pleasure talking to you. But yes, let's see. Someday maybe I can see you guys live on the road. Before I leave, I will kindly ask you to say hello to the rest of the band members for me.
Okay, that's no problem. Sorry about my English, but I tried my best.
No problem. It was fine. I think it was loud and clear. I mean, if people don't understand, I don't know how you should explain them. I believe it was very understandable and very, very, very great. So once again, thank you very much. And like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.